Hey everyone, and welcome back to week 6 of our 52-week Excel series. Today we are talking about one of the easiest ways to save time in Excel, that is using autofill. Whether you're copying numbers, dates, formulas, or even custom lists, autofill can help you do it in seconds and save an extensive amount of time. In this video, I'll show you exactly how it works, when to use it, and a few pro tricks to take your spreadsheet game to the next level. So let's dive in. So first of all, what is autofill? So autofill in Excel is a feature that lets you automatically fill data into cells based on a pattern or a formula. It saves you from typing the same thing over and over again. It's powered by the little square in the bottom right corner of the selected cell called the fill handle. And we'll see that just in a minute. So first of all, how to use autofill. So what you can do here is you can select a random cell and that has a value or a formula that you want to repeat or extend. So for this one we have a couple scenarios here, and what we're going to do is I'll walk you through guys through all of the scenarios, and that will help you understand what I'm talking about. So for this specific example, we're going to talk about scenario 1. So right now my first column here, it says dates. So let's say you have a spreadsheet where you want to put in all the dates for a specific month, or maybe throughout the year, each single day, and just imagine typing each date on a spreadsheet one by one. So now in this case, what you can do here is you can start by just one date, like I have here April 1 and April 2. So what you can do is on your cell you'll see that small black cross. When you go to the very right bottom of your cell, you'll see that black cross. So when you see that black cross appear, you just have to click and drag it all the way, and on the side you'll also keep on seeing what date it is gonna autofill up to. So when I leave my mouse pointer, you'll see all these dates are autofilled, and this just doesn't work for a series of dates. It can also work for specific intervals. So now the second scenario here, the second column here, I'm just gonna take all the dates when Monday falls in every week. So let's assume 1st April is a Monday, and then April 8th is a Monday as well. So what I have to do is just select these values, and on the bottom right, when I see that black cross, I can simply hold and drag all the way here, and as you can see, now you have all the Mondays from every week. So basically what autofill does is you can simply type a series or type of interval series that you want to fill in, and autofill is going to do it all for you. Same way, one quick example again, quarterly. So I have 1st April, and then the next quarter is going to be 1st July. Same way, if I just drag it all the way, you'll see 1st October, and then the next year 1st Jan. So that's how you can also capture the quarterly difference of dates as well. So it's pretty simple. Now let's go to scenario 2 here. So in scenario 2, what I've done here is same thing. I'm just going to show you how you guys can click and just drag, and how autofill does it for you. So I have one day of the week here, and let's say if I'm making a weekly register or something, I can simply just drag it all the way, and then now I have all the days of the week. Same thing goes to every month. So I'll put January here, and then same thing for the months. If I just hold and drag it all the way, it's gonna put in those numbers, put in those months for me. And same thing for the years. If I have the year, I'm just going to select this, and as you can see, we have all the respective years as well. Okay, so what can you do with autofill? As far we have seen, you can do different numbers, you can do dates, you can do days of the week, or now next thing is, with autofill you can also play around with formulas. And when we're talking about formulas, cell references are a huge part of formulas. So if you have wrong cell references, your formulas wouldn't work. So in this case, what I've done here is we have a scenario 3. We have two numbers, and then what we're going to do is we'll just put in the formulas in the very first cell, and then we'll let autofill do the rest. So for first example here, so simply it's just an addition of two numbers. So we'll do this plus number 2. That's my addition. Now I'm just going to do the subtraction same way, number 1 minus number 2, and same thing for average. We'll do number 1 plus number 2, and then I'll just divide that by 2. So that's my average. So now let's say I have the formula ready here on the first cells. Now if I want to autofill, same thing, I have to just hover to that right bottom corner, and then once I have that black cross, I can simply drag all the way to the bottom, and now I have the addition of all these numbers here. One quick helpful step that you can see here, if you don't want to like drag all the time, and let's say you have such a large spreadsheet that you have to scroll all the way to the bottom, one thing you can do is, when you're on this very right bottom corner and when you see that black corner, you can double click there, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to fill this spreadsheet all the way up to the end where it's got an adjacent value to it. And we'll try the same thing with average, and there we go. So that is really helpful when you're playing around with formulas as well. So it's really time saving. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with Excel when you are doing autofill. And now we're coming to a bonus scenario. So in this one, what I want to quickly show you guys is sometimes you have different workflow, or you have different scenario that you want to carry, and then you have to manage how you deal with all the values or how the formatting is done. So you just don't have to think that, okay, autofill is simply going to take whatever's in the cell above, and then it's going to keep continuing the same thing. So there are various options when you're doing autofill. Some people miss it, some people already know that, but it's a really great thing to know, that how you can, all the options on how you can play around with autofill. So first one here, and all these columns, these are different, and we're gonna just walk through them all. So first one, autofill by default. What you can do is, there's the first day of the week. If I go and if I try to autofill all the values in the same column, so now not just the values here, I also have the fill color as well on each cell. That's the color that I have set for Monday. Now let's say I just need the values. I just need the values. I don't need the same color. So that's going to be the column number 2. I will do the same thing. What I'll do here is I will simply drag it all the way to bottom, and it's doing the same thing. But as soon as I'm done with that autofill, I'm done with that filling of the values, you'll see a small icon at the very bottom of the last cell, and when you just take your pointer towards that, it's gonna say autofill options. So what you can do here is you just click on that, and then you'll get a bunch of options in front of you. So now for this specific one, I just want the values. So what I can do here is I can click fill without formatting, and when I do that, the color is gone. It's just the values that I have here. Now in some cases I have to add in different values throughout the column. I just need the same formatting, and Control C and Control V doesn't work. Copy and paste doesn't work here in this case. I have to get rid of the values again. So what I can simply do is same thing. I'll just drag it to all the way to the bottom, open the autofill options, and then I will do fill formatting only. So that's going to take away all the values, and I'm left just with the formatting, cell formatting. And the last option we'll do here is what other things you can do around when you're playing with the different values in your cells. So right now we're talking about the weeks. So I'll do the autofill here in the last column, And now as you can see, I have all the days of the week. But let's say I just want the weekdays. I don't want the weekends. So in under autofill options, you will see an option that says fill weekdays. So when I click on that, the Saturday and Sunday, the weekends are going to disappear, and now I just have the weekdays here. So all these different kinds of options that you get with autofill, you can play around, and it can definitely save you a huge amount of time when you're playing around in like Excel, creating timesheets or any other information or any other formulas. If you have a huge spreadsheet, you don't have to go back and forth to fill all that information. Autofill is going to save your day. All right, so that is everything for today around autofill. There are more options that you can do with Flashfill. That is kind of similar to autofill, but that is more automatically the cell values or the patterns are mostly identified with Excel itself. So we'll look into that in the further coming weeks. And that's it for week 6. If autofill is new to you or you've been underusing it, give it a try and let me know how it goes. Drop a comment if you learned something new or if you have a question. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you're ready for the next week. Thanks for watching again, and see you guys next week for more Excel goodness.